Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new here, my name is Erica from The In-Between, and today I'm going to be diving deep into my review of the For Good Profits coaching program by Andrej Morgan and Darryl Ephraums. Now, if you're watching this, you're probably looking into whether or not this program is actually worth it and how it might help you grow your ecom business. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down what exactly this program offers, what it costs, and what others are saying about it, and whether or not it's the right fit for you. And of course, I'll also be sharing what I think is a much better way to build a long-term income online. And just a quick disclaimer, guys, I'm not affiliated with For Good Profits or Andrej and Darryl in any way. This review is based entirely on my own research and opinion with their program. Now, with that being said, let's jump right in. So what exactly is For Good Profits? This program was launched back in 2008 by Andrej Morgan and Darryl Ephraums, and its main goal is to help established e-commerce businesses grow by focusing on three key areas: customer base, purchase frequency, and average order value. And the whole idea is that if you make small improvements in each of these areas, that you can make more sales without massive ad spend. The course itself targets e-commerce store owners who already have an online store with a checkout system in place. It's not designed for beginners or service-based businesses, and according to their marketing, the program teaches you how to move from being a product developer to a true entrepreneur, how to take control of your growth strategies, and how to rely on systematic processes instead of one-off tactics. When it comes to what's inside For Good Profits, the program includes step-by-step lessons meant to teach you how to scale your store without cutting down on ad costs. These lessons focus on creating systems that help your store grow over time, such as building better processes for marketing, order management, and customer retention. The course also guides students in moving from quick fix strategies to building a long-term game plan. Now, beyond those lessons, there's also a private community where members can share ideas and get advice, as well as access to mentorship from the founders and other experienced e-commerce pros. The community is framed as a key part of the program, giving students a real chance to ask questions and get support. One thing the program emphasizes is its so-called 3 multipliers of profitable growth, like I mentioned. These multipliers include growing your customer base, increasing purchase frequency, and boosting your average value of each sale are the foundation of the program. Each multiplier is explored in detail with tips on how to make small tweaks that lead to big results. However, there's very little clarity about the depth of the training. Most of these details are vague unless you hop on a call with their sales team, which really raises questions about whether or not the lessons go beyond basic advice or really offer any unique strategies. So if you're looking for clear, actionable steps, you might find the overall lack of upfront details frustrating. Still, the promise of learning systematic ways to grow your e-com business could appeal to store owners who already have a strong foundation. On social media, Andrej and Darryl both have decent followings on Instagram with over 36,000 followers, but their YouTube channel only has 624 subscribers, so it's falling a bit behind. Their Instagram and homepage also show a lot of student testimonials, as you can see here, which really makes the program look good. But with such a small YouTube presence and not much feedback outside of their own pages, it's really hard to tell how well the program really works for most people. Over on Trustpilot, For Good Profits sits at a 4.1 star rating, but some reviews point out serious issues. One reviewer shared that they were told the program would work for their hemp-related business, only to find out that it wasn't suitable because of ad restrictions, leaving them feeling misled. Another review straight up called out hidden fees, saying that there's a $2,000 charge after 6 months to keep using certain resources, which wasn't made clear up front. And other students on payment plans were reportedly locked out of the community features, adding to their frustration. So while the program has a lot of positive feedback, these issues really show that transparency could be a big area for improvement. From what I've seen when it comes to the cost, it can range anywhere from $6,500 to $14,000, just depending on factors like your business size or the specific coaching package. Some students have mentioned feeling pressured during discovery calls where they're given a special price that expires at the end of the day. Another big downside here, guys, is that there's no clear refund policy, and the whole idea of spending thousands of dollars without knowing that you can get a refund is very unsettling, to say the least. Now, with all that being said, before I conclude this For Good Profits review, I want to talk to you guys about why this business model might not be the best option to start. First of all, while e-commerce may sound great at first, big sales numbers, trendy products, and the idea of running your own store, the reality is far different. The competition is massive with millions of e-com stores fighting for the same attention. So standing out often means spending a lot on ads, SEO, or both, and those odds can definitely add up fast, eating into your profit margins. And even if you hit impressive sales numbers, the profit isn't always there. The average e-com profit margin only sits at around 15%. That means even with $100,000 in sales, you're likely only pocketing $10,000 after expenses like inventory, shipping, and advertising. And let's not forget the constant grind. Things like managing stock, handling customer complaints, and dealing with shipping delays takes a lot of time. So it's definitely not the passive income some people think it is. Add to that the overall risk of price wars, guys. That means if somebody else sells the same exact product for cheaper, you're stuck either lowering your price or losing sales. And because e-com depends so much on outside platforms like Facebook or Google Ads, any changes to their rules or algorithms can tank your traffic overnight. So for beginners especially, this model is a very high risk, high effort way to make money online. And for that reason, it's just too hard for me to recommend. But if you're looking for something way more reliable and less stressful than e-com, I definitely recommend looking at the digital rental method instead. Now, this approach focuses on creating small websites targeted at local service niches like roofing or tree removal and getting them to rank on Google. Once ranked, these sites generate leads that local businesses will then pay for every month. And unlike e-commerce, this model doesn't rely on inventory, ads, or constant management. You control all of the websites, and once they're set up, they require very little ongoing work. The profit margins are also much higher too, often hitting up to 90% because you're not spending money on things like ads or shipping. For example, I set up this fencing repair site in Colorado Springs a few years ago, and even though I don't own a fencing repair site, it's been bringing in consistent income every month ever since. With this method, you can scale at your own pace, adding more sites over time to increase your income. It's a simple, beginner-friendly way to build a steady, long-term online business without all of the headaches that come along with e-commerce. All right, guys, that's it for my take on the For Good Profits system. If you found this review helpful, please make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel for future reviews like this. And if you want to learn more about the digital rental method, go ahead and check out the link in the description below. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.